Next in line is the direct aux. This output can also be found on the conventional Zähl AM1 channels and serves as a direct out or can be used as an additional individual stereo aux send, of course without an aux master. Its position in the signal flow can be switched from pre-insert to post-fader and can be turned off. The send level reaches from -infinity to +10 dB and is fully voltage controllable. Before showing examples, let's move on to the insert. The insert point has two outstanding features in comparison to most regular mixing desks. The first one is the dry-wet return ratio that allows for parallel processing inside the channel. Additionally, there is a switchable MS matrix that can be used for mid-side processing with conventional stereo processors. Here, the left channel turns into the mid signal and the right channel turns into the side signal. Very handy. The insert can be switched from pre-filter to pre-fader and can be turned off. The dry-wet return ratio is CV controllable. Let's listen to how this sounds. First, we patch an 808 beat into our AM1 CV channel. Now, let's insert the auto biscuit into the signal chain via our patch bay and switch the insert to pre-fader. Let's listen to how it sounds when we slowly blend our return ratio from completely dry to completely wet. Now, instead of turning the knob manually, let's use a triangle LFO to do the work for us. For this, we patch an LFO to the external CV input 2 and choose external CV input 2 as the modulation source. Turning up the mod amount fully clockwise gets our desired effect. To hear what this does with an MS processed signal, let's change our sound source to something more complex and stereo and change the insert effect to a 2-channel compressor. Now, when we switch our MS button, we can process the mid signal with the left compressor channel and the side signal with the right compressor channel. Wear headphones to hear the desired effect. Let's push the side signal a little and modulate the dry-wet return ratio with a synced LFO on external CV input 1 and hear how it sounds. Next up is the stereo base parameter. With this, it is possible to blend the signal from mono to stereo to diff which widens the stereo bass. Of course, the stereo bass can be switched on or off and is voltage controllable. Let's listen to how it sounds on our track. Now, let's try to use the insert on top of that. Behind the stereo bass lie the 6 aux sends. The first 4 are stereo, the latter 2 are mono. They can be switched from pre-fader to post-fader and off. The send level reaches from -infinity to 0 dB. The aux sends can be pushed on the aux master to up to +10 dB. As you can imagine, the send levels are also voltage controllable. Let's have some fun and play with these one after another with our 808 beat. First, we switch all auxes to post-fader. On aux 1 we have a reverb, on aux 2 a delay, on aux 3 a gated reverb, and on aux 4 a longer plate reverb. For aux 1, let's patch an 8-step hardware sequencer to external CV input 1 and select it with mod source. When we manually turn up the aux level, we can hear the reverb. Let's now turn down the mod amount to negative. When we send positive voltage from our hardware sequencer, the send level goes down. Let's add aux 2 and use the second row of our hardware step sequencer to modulate the send level. Now we patch it into external CV input 2 and select it with mod source. Let's now turn up the mod amount to positive. When we send positive voltage, the send level goes up and we can hear our delay. For aux 3, let's use the third row of our hardware step sequencer. Here we patch it into external CV input 3 and select it with mod source. Let's turn up the mod amount to pos. When we send positive voltage, the send level goes up and we can hear our gated reverb. For aux 4, let's use the touch plate pressure output of our hardware step sequencer. Here we patch it to external CV input 4 and select it with mod source. Let's turn up the mod amount to pos. When we touch the plates, the send level goes up and we can hear our plate reverb.